What's going on, everybody? My name is Vincent. I'm a real estate agent here in Greater Vancouver. Haven't said that in a while. It's been a long time since I put out a vlog. I think it's been a little bit more than a month. Not really an excuse, but I've been so busy. I actually been recording, but I just again, it's the same issue that I have. Is just the time of editing, and now that I have a kid, I've been going to bed around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but also at nighttime been following up with clients. But right now my kid's asleep. Hopefully he won't wake up by me talking. But anyways, hopefully this will be somewhat of a quick video. The reason why I want to record this today, and I feel it in my spirit that I should, is basically I've been wanting to do this. So prior to my 1 year start, this is what I want to share with you guys and really encourage you guys that maybe some of you guys been going through this. So before I started real estate, some of you guys might know this, but I think majority don't know. So I quit my bank job and I pursued real estate, and some people have I haven't said it to me, or they've hinted that I'm pretty crazy, to do that, to drop a stable salary job, and I was getting a promotion, and to be able to turn that down and to go into a field where I have really no experience. And the reason why I even went in there is, of course, I took a risk, but everything's calculated, right? I knew what I was getting into. It wasn't something I'm going in blind. My cousin has been in the industry for more than 10 years, and he's been a great mentor to me, and he was willing to take me under his wing to basically teach me everything. And for me, I felt very comfortable that I had someone to go to, so I'm not going in there just by myself, right? And I've been into new roles at the bank, and I know how hard it is when you have no one there to support you. So it's very important that you find someone that you can trust, or go into a team where best fit for you if you're just starting. So when I quit my job, so of course you have to study for your real estate exam, and school and studying and education is definitely not my strongest suit, and I've failed many times with my licensing from my previous job as being in the bank. You have to get these licensing for being a financial advisor, and unfortunately I didn't pass one of them, and I couldn't keep my position, and they had to move me to the next role. And I think everybody knew that about me. Yes, studying is something that I'm not really strong with, and I know, and I kind of realized that, and so when I left the bank, I didn't really have my license. I had to actually, I was basically leaving the bank so I could focus on my studies for the real estate exam. So everybody thought I was kind of crazy because I don't have that lined up. So pretty much I quit the bank. I took the exam within I think a 2-month period after I left, and I failed the exam. It was see, the thing is, it wasn't devastating for me. It's because I knew that I could have studied harder for it, and it was also I failed so many times in exams that it's just like, there's just two ways to think about it. It's like, see, I knew it, or you kind of question yourself and just like, hey, did I really study hard enough? Did I really give it my all and my absolute best? And for me, before, it's always I knew that was gonna happen, but this time around I kind of really thought about it, and just like, hey, did I really put my best foot forward and really gave 100% everything I got? And there's always a little behind. If you have that inclined feeling that, hey, I only gave 90% or 98% and it wasn't the full 100%, that means it's probably right. Yeah. When I failed that, was upsetting? Of course it was. And I think it was quite hard on me in sense of like, oh man, you know, like what I'm gonna tell people, you know, it goes back to what people think, right? And I go through that, and it's just like, oh, what are my ex-coworkers gonna think, you know, like Vincent failed at, like I knew it, or like, you know, oh no, like is he gonna make it, he's not gonna make it. So all these prejudgment of assumption of people is going through my head. And for me, I'm like also thinking about, well, what will my family think of me, what my wife think of me, you know, my mom-in-law, all those things. And you know, I think the biggest support, and at that moment it was my wife. And my wife was like, hey, it's okay, you know, you just go do it again, right? It was funny is because when the day that I was supposed to find a result, where, you know, I was hoping that we can go celebrate, and I think my wife just, you know, just told me just like, hey, we're gonna go celebrate anyways, you know, and we're gonna you know, just have a good time. And my family was very, you know, like very understanding. And you know, and they said, you know, just like, you know, if you have to take it again, you have to take it again. So it wasn't as bad as if I were to fail on the first thing of like if I were to fail, this is my first time failing of something, you know what I mean? I failed numerous times, but I felt like this made me even stronger and even understanding myself. Hey, this is what I'm weak at, but the thing is, I need to just stick it out. I need to really focus and study. So I think everything happens for a reason. So I studied day in and day out, and I basically started working alongside with my cousin, and of course doing what I can. There's a very limitation, but I started basically following him around, and you know, not wasting any time, you know, and pondering about like, oh, you know, I failed, am I gonna fail again? It was almost like there was no option. I knew I was gonna pass, and I need to pass. There was no plan B of like, oh, hey, I might do something else, or I'm gonna go back to the bank. And everything worked out. I passed my second time, and during that 3-month period, basically 3 months and a bit period, I had no income. You know, my wife was working, you know, 5-6 days a week. You know, she was making the money home, and you know, I had to learn a lot about myself. You know, learn about myself, about my insecurities, and just really, you know, like figuring out who I was, you know, and what I was capable of, what was my strength. And I think that period of time let me, you know, really realize all those things. And I was in the field doing them. And you know, the most important part, this is advice to all you guys that are coming into, and you know, actually any industry or into real estate as a new realtor, is, you know what, you have to sometimes, if you don't have the opportunity, you go make yourself the opportunity, meaning you have to sometimes work for free. and you know, some people are willing to do that, some people are not. But for me, like, you will get to that point where you should have that hunger that, hey, you know what, I'm willing to lay it all out, sacrifice, go out, ask an agent or whatever with your brokerage that, hey, can I buy you lunch and learn from you, and can I do your open houses? I don't want any pay. You come off that you're just like, hey, I just want to learn, I don't want to pay, I'm willing to grind, I'm willing to hustle, not getting anything for it. See, when you have that attitude, when you have that mentality, that's, you know, that's when things start to change. Like you really show people that your willingness to learn and whatnot, and they'll start to have a different perspective of you, that, you know, you're very different from any other agents out there. And that's where you get the experience. Really, it's, you know, time is what you can give, right? And you know, there's I think that's the greatest asset, that when you, especially when you don't have any opportunities or you don't know where to start, go work for free, right? Ask people what can they help with, you know, with their mail outs or whatever, anything to do with real estate related. What can I do for free? I feel like that was a big part of my success of my foundation, that I never expected a single cent. Especially, you know, when my cousin, of course, you know, like it's, you know, like it's family, but you know, I didn't expect a handout, like, you know, oh, Vincent, like, you help me, you know, here's a few $100. So I expected zero money, expected, you know, not a single cent. But I was there, like, working like I was making that money, right? Like I was making that money. I worked like I was getting paid. Took it very, very seriously, and eventually that people will be fair to you. That's the bottom line. People will be fair to you. Of course, there's some people that will take advantage, but you learn from those experiences. So I think this is becoming a very long video, but I really want to encourage you that, for those people that, like, hey, if you failed your real estate exam, or even any licensing that you go to, just remember that failure is honestly is just failing. Like, it creates these emotions and these judgment that you build up in your head. Yeah, I understand it might be hurtful, it might be heartache, but I think the most important part is failing is failing, but don't quit. Don't quit in the process of, just like, hey, I give up. But pull through all the way through until you cannot go through that door anymore. Then you try another one. Like like, I'll give you an example, like licensing, like I was bank. You have 3 times to think. I failed all 3. And for me, it was just like there was no interest in that topic, unfortunately. And for me, I took it. I did all 3 times. And I was willing to step back. Get demoted, and work my way up again. As soon as you are, like, you don't care about what people will say and what people will think of you if you're a failure, or if you're not gonna make it. You yourself need to figure out that you figure out who you are and what you're confident and what is your strength, and really, like, really believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, you cannot rely on what people think. Your motivation can be based on what people think of you. But if you want to play the long game, you gotta understand that it's inside of you. It starts here, and that's where you can outlast everybody else in any field. So I'm not the master of all this, like these things. I've honestly just past year and a half, I've really just scratched the surface of really figuring out, what are my strengths, what am I supposed to do. And I feel like this is the reason why I want to document my journey as being a realtor. For new people that are coming into this industry, I feel like that no one talks about the process and the journey. I feel like everybody always talks about the end goal, the $1 million, the Lambos, like they have all these nice things. They're doing like crazy amount of hundreds of deals a year, and that's great. But I feel like that's a perception where people see and they think it's an overnight success. Those people that have the Lambos or whatever, the nice things, the houses, the crazy teams, they've started somewhere. They could have passed down, but they could have started from nothing. We don't know their story, but that's their success, right? And you don't compare. You focus on yourself. You focus on yourself, and you focus on your success. And and it's good to be competitive, though. Like, you want to be competitive for sure, but you're out there. You play the same field as everyone, and you just try to stand out and try to be competitive, right? And it's all part of the journey, right? So I hope that my documentation, and hopefully I can do more, and just to really show you guys that this is the journey, and it's exciting. It's exciting, and and some people, you this is the part is when it comes to hard work, everybody has a different definition of hard work, and I feel like my definition of hard work might not be yours. My capacity might be less or more than yours, but for me, when hard work, that word comes into mind, I was never good at sports. I was never good at school. I was just very, very average in the sense of, like, activities and talents and whatnot. But I figured that hard work was something I could control, and something that I can work on and master it and become better. It's funny, you can be better at hard work. You actually can. It's something that I kind of figured out over this last 7 to 10 years, working from different jobs, different retail. It's always like, it's like the next level of hard work. There's always more and different levels of what's your work ethic and what you find important and how to execute it. But anyways, I'm just gonna leave this video here. I probably this is way too long, and hopefully you guys are encouraged by it. And for me, I'm off to a very busy start for my second year, and hopefully let's keep it that way. And it's only, for me, it's only gonna get busier, it's only gonna get harder, right? And again, if you guys have any questions, leave me a comment below, email me, give me a call. I have some of you reaching out to me already, and it's great. And so hopefully this will encourage you guys. If you have failed your real estate exam, go take it again. Study hard, right? Like don't get crippled by you failing and what people would think at the end of the day, right? Who gives a shit what they say? You go out there, do you work hard, and at the end of the day, it's just like just show them what's up, right? Show them what's up. All right, so anyways, leave me a comment below. Would love to hear from you, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys. Baby's crying.